Katherine Portillo spent 17 years in the Air Force. She served, sacrificed, and loved every minute of it.
And little did she know the fight of her life would happen away from the service on a Southern California freeway. CBS News' Suzanne Marquez has her inspiring story today.
It was December 5th of 2015. We were heading to a Christmas party, and as we were getting back on the freeway, it was dark. There was something on the on-ramp, and we just heard a big thump. And the vehicle started rolling and rolling and rolling, and I just closed my eyes. When the vehicle stopped, I had whiplash, and it instantly broke my neck.
Veteran Katherine Portillo was born and raised in Belize. She had a difficult upbringing, suffering from physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. When she turned 17, right after graduating high school, her father sent her away.
He said, "Here's your passport, here's your plane ticket. In 3 days, you're taken off to the United States. You're going to join the Air Force. They're going to feed you, put clothes on your back, give you education, give you a job, and that's all you need." And so just like that, I was gone.
It was a move that changed her life. She did 5 years enlisted, earned an ROTC scholarship, a bachelor's degree, and then returned to the Air Force as an officer.
I operated on the communication satellites. I got to wear a flight suit, and people would see me in the grocery store, and they'd be like, "Hey, you fly airplanes?" And I'm like, "No, I fly satellites." And it would totally go above their head. They didn't know what that meant.
She was promoted to major, got married, and life was going great until the car accident.
It instantly broke my neck. We were all just traumatized. Pavel was confused. He had hit his head on the window, and we're all hanging upside down.
Kat had broken her C3 through C6 vertebrae. Her husband, Pavel, broke his C1. It was a miracle they were both still alive, but the life they knew would be drastically different.
Once it hit me, I just cried every night. I cried, I cried, I cried, I cried. I couldn't understand why. And I was like, oh, I'm one of those people that's going to be in a wheelchair. And when I realized the daily routine, bowel and bladder care, intermittent catheters every 3 hours, that I had to be fed, that I had to have somebody come brush my teeth, that I had to be turned every 2 hours.
There's no question it's been tough, but Kat says the support from the Wounded Warrior Project and the U.S. Air Force has been incredible. And the relationship between her and Pavel is actually stronger now than before the accident.
This is an overwhelming situation for anybody, and he's stuck by me, and he's worked on making himself a better man, and I've worked on my patience. We've worked together, and I think now, 5 years later, we've become a great team.
Suzanne Marquez, CBS 2 News.
And if you're a veteran or know of a veteran who has an interesting story or needs help, we want to hear from you. Email us at veteransvoices@cbs.com.